From inside Tropicana Field here in Tampa Bay, MLB The Show brings you the American League Division Series. It's the Boston Red Sox taking on the Tampa Bay Rays. Boog Sciambi alongside Chris Singleton, and a lot riding on this one as these teams meet for Game 2, Chris. Pitcher, Ryan Pepiot. Lots of punch-outs, a real strikeout artist singing.
Well, he comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for him, it's always interesting to see how he utilizes those weapons. He may lean on 1 or 2 pitches depending on how things are going and how things are working, but if he can control 4 or even 5 of those offerings, look out, hitters. It's going to be a tough day. He's really going to be able to keep those guys off balance.
Bo Bichette in the box, lays off for ball 1.
Pretty easy to give up on that pitch right there. Started on the edge of the plate with the spin. You know it's going to finish well off the plate.
Just missed. And ball 4 to a board. Wilyer Abreu up next for the Red Sox. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Swings through that.
Well, the hitter shows the pitcher that he's willing to go after that pitch.
And that one gets away at the plate. Throw into third, and he's got no chance. He's out. In there. Got him looking for the K. And up to hit is Wilson Contreras. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. And a foul ball. The 0-1. And a foul ball, he stays alive.
You could see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
That one misses, and that's ball 1. Grounds one to short. Caballero throws to first in time, and Contreras is retired. And that is that. Now it's the Rays' turn. No score. You're watching the American League Division Series on the show. Back now in Tampa Bay, and getting the start for the Red Sox, Ranger Suarez. What should we keep an eye on here?
A really good outing for him last time. Scattered 2 runs, was attacking hitters, getting ahead in the count. Great performance. We'll see if he can do it again in this one.
Cal Raleigh digs in now.
That's a strike.
The 0-1. Foul ball there. And now 1-2.
Well, coming off of a blowout loss in the previous game, this lineup can't try to do too much. They've just got to stay within themselves, take each pitch.
Connolly early. Ready or not, in the game now. After the injury. And there's a ball.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
And a swing and a miss. Now it's Aaron Judge up to the plate. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike 1. Judge comes up empty there.
And he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes.
Well, big power guy right there and generating so much bat speed. It's hard to bring that to a halt once you've committed. They tried to check the swing, just couldn't do it.
Bounce to third. Bichette gets him easily, ends the inning. We're in the second game of this division series. So stepping in for Boston, Trevor Story. Story swings and crushes one. Deep left field. That's back there. And it's off the wall. They're still chasing it as he rounds second. The relay to third. In there safely.
Just a beautiful triple from start to finish. Got a pitch he could drive, turned on it, and hammered it out front into the gap. Right out of the box. I love how he was hustling. I think he knew he was going for three as soon as it touched down.
On the ground to short, Caballero. Tosses to first, but it's 1-0 as the run scores. And now Bader up to the plate. Right through there for a strike. Chris, you and I have gotten to work some memorable postseason games together. One I look back on, 2013 ALCS Game 2, the David Ortiz Grand Slam.
That's foul.
One out, bases empty, and a run in. And we're here in Game 2 of the ALDS. Got him swinging. Here now the Red Sox DH, Jake Fraley. And that clips the inside corner.
For me, Boo, the game I remember is us calling the 2014 AL wildcard game. The Kansas City Royals hosted the Oakland A's. The Royals come from behind to win in extra innings and move on to the division series. They had such a great run that it ended up in the World Series losing to the San Francisco Giants.
Over to first. That ends the inning. Back here at Tropicana Field, now up for Tampa Bay, Junior Caminero. Liner, and that's got extra bases written all over it. Around first, headed for two. And the bottom of the second starts with a double.
Oh, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Randy Arozarena now at the plate. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Bottom half of inning number 2. Arozarena started after it, tried to hold up. Now a look to first, and that's a swing according to umpire Ed Drummond. Struck him out looking. Not what you're looking for after the leadoff double. A strikeout, and there's one away. So now, with one away and a man at second, here's some real power at the plate. Jarren Duran got it started a little too early. Strike one.
Ball one.
Woody Keller making the calls behind home for us today.
And Boog, something to keep an eye on is how pitchers utilize the top part of the strike zone. We see a lot more of that in today's game with pitchers going up there with hard stuff. Keller, definitely an umpire that isn't afraid to call strikes part of the strike zone.
That one missed. Almost got him. second. And ball 4 to a board. Jose Caballero next to hit for the Rays. Big time power. And that one fouled off. Two on, one out. And fouled off.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that's 4 strikeouts. So up next, Munetaka Murakami trying to get the Rays on the board. Swings through that one for strike 1. Strike 2, and there's a real chance they get out of this without allowing a run. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. We played 2 innings. It's 1-0. New inning getting started, and now it's the catcher for the Red Sox, Carlos Narvaez. Check swing, but he went too far. Strike 1. There's a swing and a drop. Durant, long run, and he makes the grab. And there's one down. And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one. So the Red Sox lineup turns over. Roman Anthony getting ready to hit. Led off this game with a double.